Hey guys, welcome to Tree of Life. I'm Zertog. So this is going to be an impressions video. I've never really done an impressions video before. I normally just do the standard Let's Plays, but because this is an MMO, I thought I would do an impressions rather than a full Let's Play, because that'll take me absolutely hours. There were a few issues at first. It's an early access title, so there were a couple of problems. I wasn't able to pick any different skin colours or hair colours. Oh no, there was a second hair colour, so I lied. There was red and black, and that was it. That has been fixed now, though. I've got a couple of characters on different servers, so you'll see me play as two different characters in this video. So don't get confused. They are both me, I promise. Here I was clicking frantically, trying to get as many different hair colours as I could, but it wasn't having any of it. I don't really understand what picking the ship does at this point. I'll be perfectly honest. It doesn't really make any sense to me, but there you go. So there we are, looking beautiful. I tried to pick a girl first, because then people tend to be more friendly towards you. Or at least that's what I found in other MMOs. So here, we can see how many people have been murdered when they've spawned by some lovely folks. All these traces of evil are signs that acts of crime have been committed, I think. So yeah, there was somebody waiting for people to spawn and then destroying them, which is awesome. There's a fair bit of that, to be honest. There's a fair bit of people waiting and preying on weak souls that come aboard the island, or come ashore on the island. You don't come aboard on an island. What? That doesn't even make sense. So this is pretty much how you start off. You have to smash stuff up with your bare hands, and then you get stuff out of it. Just a quick side note, there are no keybinds at this point, so you can't change the keybinds at all. So you're stuck with the standard ones, which is a little bit frustrating, because a lot of it's pretty random, to be honest. It doesn't really make any sense, but there you go. So there's our map. So the map itself is pretty big, and it's constantly changing. You can't see it change on the actual map screen, but everything's constantly changing because people are chopping down trees and building mini villages and townships and things. When I started off here on the US server, there weren't really very many people around, so it was a little bit difficult. I didn't make any friends. No one wanted to speak to me, although you will see that in a little bit. So this is kind of what the game's all about at the start. You wander around looking for things that you can smash up. So you start off smashing up trees, and then you have to craft things to make life a little bit easier, so you can make like wooden paddles and things, and that helps you smash down trees faster. Apples, obviously, for hunger. It's all pretty straightforward. You can see all the icons at the bottom left. The first one is your health, second one I have no idea, third one is your stamina, and the fourth is your hunger level. At the moment, the hunger goes down a little bit too quickly for my liking. The days last 10 minutes, and the nights also last 10 minutes, which they're both too short. But the hunger doesn't really seem to relate to the time of day. It just shoots down constantly. You can see how quickly it goes down. It's roughly 1 point every second and a half or something, which is a little bit too prominent. Here's the UI for bag slots, etc. If you get the adventurer pack, then you have the second bag there. If you don't, then this is all you've got. I got a key from the developer, so I got the adventurer pack straight away. But yeah, if you want to have both bags straight away, you've got to pay for it. You've got to pay extra, which is a bit harsh, in my opinion. This was one of the bugs that was first on it. Invisible enemies that smack the shit out here. So as you can see, looking at my health, I have no way of kicking his face in, which is annoying. And I was also getting my ass handed to me by some skeleton ninja thing. So I did what all brave souls do, and I ran away, because I didn't stand a chance otherwise. I mean, I think this was the day after release. Or it might have even been on release day that I played through this. I've recorded it in batches, but you can see there's not very many people around. And this is some random person's workbench. Whenever you build things, it stays in the game world. So you can use them as long as you have access to them and they're not locked. People can lock it, but at this point I don't think people realise that. And here's all the skill trees. There's a skill cap. You can see at the bottom it says points left 397. So if you go into every single skill tree, then you're going to get capped at one stage somewhere in the middle. So ideally you want to form a village with people and then focus on one particular thing if you can. I'm trying to make friends. You'll see how easy it is to make friends. The one complaint I have about the way that you interact is there doesn't seem to be a way to run at the same time as typing, so you can't auto run and type. Every time you type you stop, which is a little bit ridiculous, because yeah, if you want to catch up to someone and try and speak to them, it makes it a bit more difficult. And there's also no way of interacting. You'll see later on I formed a guild on the other server with my other character, and there's no way of interacting solely with your guild. Everything is just done in say, and if you're too far away you can't see it, which makes communication a little bit difficult in my opinion. And sometimes you see like speech bubbles in the distance and then you get all jealous because you can't see what's being said. So then you're like, tell me please. My good friend Rumblebelly, we stayed together forever, as you will see. Come back, Rumblebelly. Come back, I love you. But I kind of wanted to make friends as quickly as possible so that I didn't get ganked all the time. But it went tits up, and then he left me on my own, even though I tried to bribe him with my light. Look at him, he doesn't care. Nobody cares about me. See how I was panicking? I can't even type properly because I was panicking so much. Come back. I should probably have taken that out of the video. No one wants to see me beg for a friend. I'm so lonely. So I thought I'd show you the map again, so you can get a full sort of look at how big it is. This took me about 5 game days to get from here. I was originally at the island at the bottom right hand side, and then I tried to run over to the mainland. Oops, I closed the map by accident here. So I started off on the island at the bottom right, and then my aim was to get into the desert or where the volcanoes are. I assume they're volcanoes, I have no idea. Geysers, I don't know. So it took me absolutely ages, and I couldn't find a mount. And eventually I found a mount, but somebody stole it, because that's how they roll. So here I've actually found a little village. I've sped it all up because you don't want to see me explore for ages. But I found Galuga. Galuga was my first friend. Look at him. He's so lovely. Everybody should be like Galuga. And we ended up creating a little village. But then the person who this village here belonged to came over and destroyed us. They'd been working on their blacksmithing and they just kept killing us and killing us and killing us. And eventually I got sick of it, so I went to the other server. The one thing I worry about is that the bad people are going to force everybody else away from the game a little bit. I think if there's too many people that are going around killing everybody, people that want this to be a nice chilled out game are gonna leave. And I thought I would show you some combat. This is the combat, which is pretty flawed at the moment. I think it's literally every enemy is the same. You just stand there hitting each other, but it's so difficult to target. It would be nice if you had like a tab target function or something. Often if you're fighting something with a friend, you can kill your friend and then you become a criminal because you kill them by accident. So then you have a red name, and then people beat you up because as soon as your name is red, that means you drop literally everything whenever you die. So then people purposely come and kill you so that they can steal everything that you have, which is a joy to behold. I'll probably play more of this and put it on the channel, but I just thought I'd give a quick rundown, and then maybe in the future I'll do some Let's Play videos now that I've got a camp established and stuff. My camp is like 10 or 12 people strong now, so we're kicking on. We're building everything pretty well. You see a few of the guys there wandering about. We've made a bit of a mistake though. We build on an island that has no materials really. We can get trees, but that's about it. So that was my guy who was beating up this skeleton. That skeleton was the one that was invisible before, by the way. He was trying to beat it up, but he ran away. So me being the hero that I am, came over and beat the crap out of it. Because it only needed 2 hits and I'm so brave. And finally I thought I'd leave you with this. This is beautiful. This is why I built my town hall where I built it. Or my guild hall rather, where I built it. Watch this beautiful sunrise with me. And then yeah, like I said, in the future I'll probably do some actual Let's Play videos where you see the game how it's meant to be played. Or how I play it. I don't know whether that's how it's meant to be played or not. But you'll see our little army of people as well. And then understand that we try and spread as much as we can so everyone's got different skills and stuff. So we have the guy there that's speaking called Object. He's our cook. So he literally just fishes and farms all day and then cooks us food so that we don't starve to death. Which is, it's cute, you know. Look at that beautiful sunrise. And I think, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And if you want to see more Tree of Life. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.